What's up, nail geeks, and welcome to another Psyche Minerals video. I have a huge compilation of the last couple of releases from her to show you guys today. We have a Halloween duo. We have her Creme Trio that released in September, and we've got a 5-piece collection as well. So we have tons and tons to check out. I meant to have these up for you guys when they launched, at least the majority of them before the Halloween trio back in September, but I was gearing up to move. I got really behind on a lot of my swatching stuff. So here they are, and now I can launch them on the channel alongside with the Halloween duo for you guys. So without further ado, let's dive right in. First up is How Plum-tastic. This is described as a beautiful mulberry crelly. So I do agree with that official description. This is very much on the crelly side. It builds up easily at 2 coats though, so no need to go in very careful or anything like that. Formula is also forgiving and self-levels well. This is a very flattering, cool-toned type of purple. I would describe it as being a medium type, almost dusky sort of purple. It does dry down semi-gloss, so I think any top coat's perfect. And next is Dusky Horizons. This is a soft peachy coral cream. When I saw this out of my box, the PR box, I was like, okay, this is probably going to lean very neutral on me and blend in with my skin tone. And that's not the case at all. I do think there is a cool toned vibe happening with it, and it popped very well on myself. So regardless of your skin tone, I would suggest giving this one a try if you're on the fence about it. Again, 2 coats and a glossy top coat's perfect. And then lastly for the Creme Trio is Beet You to it. This is a rich cranberry cream. This color to me is like, it just makes me think of Thanksgiving. It makes me think of the month of November. And I recognize that's me in my very North American centric way of thinking, but it just does. It reminds me of the little cornucopia pictures we start seeing with the browns and these berry colors and all that. It's very, very fall to me. I'm going to suggest 2 coats and a glossy top coat. And then moving on with the Seasons Change Quad, this is Seaside Serenity and is described as a cerulean jelly base with blue to green aurora shimmer. So this is very intense and beautiful. I always appreciate blues like this. It's like an ocean and there's so much depth from the shimmer. Now this does have a very true typical jelly type formula, so I'm going to suggest going up to 3 coats. Overall, it feels very light on application, so I think if you have a very prominent free edge, you will absolutely see just the slightest hint of your visible nail line. So if that bothers you, I would suggest a color correcting base coat or a nude base to you of some type. And here is Blossom Breeze. This is a sheer pale milky lavender base with blue to violet aurora shimmer. I really liked this one. It's got a very plumping, forgiving, crelly type formula. It's very light, very milky, true to these types of finishes. And it also builds up like a cream. So the formula is just incredibly satisfying. And I think 3 coats allows it to pop best. If you have some type of free edge of any type, I think that 3rd coat is definitely necessary. If you're rocking nubbins, I think 2 coats you might be able to get away with. Now it does dry down flat, so I would suggest a good glossy top coat. Just go in light on your coats. And here is Harvest Afterglow. This is a watermelon pink jelly base with red to orange and pink to orange aurora shimmer. Very popping, very eye-catching, and really flattering, as I do think that the pinky sort of base here is of the cooler toned variety. It does have just the slightest bit of a purple tint to it, just like if you had a pink vat of paint and you put like a drop of purple, if that makes sense. The shimmer is quite strong and it's going to give you this very nice, subtle, golden sort of shift at more extreme angles, and you can kind of see it on my macro shot there. And next we've got Frosty Gleam. This is an ocean blue jelly with silver reflective glitter and blue and green iridescent flakes. This is very jelly-like, and true to a true jelly, it's going to be different depending on how you choose to wear it. I personally took it up to 3 coats to see just how opaque or how much coverage I could get with it. And I think you're going to see just a touch of your visible nail line if you have one, even prominent or not. I think you're going to see that. A visible nail line bothers you, I would suggest a nude to you base or a color correcting base of some type, 3 coats, and a good glossy top coat. As remember, reflective glitters do leave off some texture. And then going into the Halloween duo, this is Spoopy Vibes Only and is described as a sheer glow in the dark polish that has a yellow-green glow with a mix of black, aqua coral, yellow, and translucent glitters in various sizes with a green to blue aurora shimmer. So this is very, very sheer. I would almost classify it as a topper in my opinion. If you're going to wear it by itself, I think 2 to 3 just light coats because you're going to see visible nail line regardless. There are bat glitters in this. I will note that I left my bottle upside down for a couple of minutes before swatching, gave my bottle a good shake with my vortexer, and then I had to do some careful placement and some fishing to grab them out because they are very much on the heavy side. So I was just caution, make sure to give your bottle a good shake and leave it upside down before using. And then here is Nocturnal Elegance. This is a sheer glow in the dark polish that glows purple in the dark with a mix of purple glitters in various sizes, hollow shreds, and a purple to pink to gold to orange aurora shimmer to mimic the setting sun. This is also incredibly sheer too. I would almost classify this one also as a topper. You're going to see visible nail line regardless, but it gives you this very lightly pearlescent, soft sparkle that's very scattered across your nail. I wore it at 3 coats, and of course, between the 2 and the Halloween duo, there's a lot of versatility, especially when we get to the Willet Topper segment, you'll see that. So just keep in mind, these are intentionally sheer. This one also has a bit of a harsh dry down to it because of all the shimmer, so I would suggest a good glossy top coat. And finally, we have the Willet Topper segment. This is where I demonstrate the polishes over a black cream to show whether or not you can wear them as toppers too. So I skipped the Creme Trio because you cannot put undies on undies. And we went straight into the Seasons Change quad. Blossom Breeze was one of those types of Crellies that is milky and it still looked really cool over a black base. So you can absolutely layer this one up. Harvest Afterglow, I mentioned how it was loaded up with shimmers in that official description, and you can really get an idea here. It looks like a completely different polish over black. Frosty Gleam and all of its pond effect, glittery, jelly, smooth gorgeousness. Definitely looks like a topper too, and it gives you this beautiful twinkle as it kind of scatters everything out. Now the Halloween duo, both are sheer, and you can see just how much shimmer is packed in these. I think my clear falsies are kind of detracting from that on my actual swatch part. So I'm glad I can show you guys these over black to show that they do have lots and lots of goodies that gives you more of this pearly, light, subtle appearance in person. So again, these are all currently available in the shop. If you choose to get the Creme Trio, you can grab those for $11 each or $30 for all 3. And if you wanted to get the Always Spoopy Vibes Duo, that is $22 for the duo or $12 for the Halloween polishes individually. And the Seasons Change quad is $46 for all 4 or $12.50 each. I'm going to have all this broken down in the description box below for you guys. And I'm also going to have links to the shop if you want to get in there and the Facebook fan group. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.